Hi friends, welcome back to Juice Life. If you are new around here, we are Amy and Yevhen, and today we are exploring more of the beautiful Gaziantep, Turkey. We're hoping to meet up with our new friend that we met yesterday.
I'm not really sure what's happening tomorrow, but we were invited to be his guest tomorrow at noon.
And then the plan is to go to the famous Zeugma Mosaic Museum and see the Gypsy Girl mosaic. Make sure to say hi in the comments and tell us where you're watching from, and let us know if you've ever heard of Gaziantep.
It's 12 o'clock, we are right on time. Our new friend's shop is right up here, and we don't really know what we're on time for. What's the deal?
The deal is, I think the man is in the hospital. He said he'll be back in like 2 hours, 3 o'clock. So the man I spoke to, he's Syrian, he's from Aleppo, but he actually called the guy, so it was language barrier. So
Did you say like we don't have to?
yes, I did. I said thank you for your help, and we'll be back later.
Want to go to the museum?
Let's go to the museum.
I don't know.
Such a weird
transition. Yeah.
All right, so the museum's about 25 minutes away. We were gonna go there after seeing our friend, but I think we're gonna switch it up and go to the museum first. Then we'll double back and check out the shop, see if he's there, or if maybe he's not gonna be back. Though he did say he's coming back. He sounded okay on the phone, so let's go to the museum.
All right, guys, we are in the Zeugma Mosaic Museum. We came to see the famous
The Gypsy Girl.
The Gypsy Girl has come back home.
But there are beautiful mosaics all over the floors, frescoes on the walls. Yev's learning all the facts with our audio guide. Pretty impressed.
The mosaics here have been excavated from the city of Zeugma. What's interesting is that the town is like now half of it is submerged underneath a dam, and so as they were excavating these mosaics and artifacts, they had to rush because they were like going to open up the dam, and only like a tenth of the 50%, I think, have been excavated. The other side of it is still being excavated now and being preserved, but there's a lot of this that's like submerged underneath the water now. It's crazy.
Behind me is of Poseidon, and it was actually a pool mosaic. So it was on the floor of a pool. Some of the pieces of the fish are actually glass, so that in the water they would have like this lifelike reflective with the light reaction. But also, this mosaic was excavated less than 24 hours before all the water, like the water from the dam, would have completely wiped out the excavation site. So they got it like with minutes to spare, essentially, which it's stunning. It's so well preserved. It's crazy. Apparently some of the little tiles are only 3 millimeters thick. It's like a piece of paper. Like, that's so thin.
Things about this Roman bath that we're just looking at right now is that it was one of the first ones to have in-floor heating. Like, I don't even have in-floor heating in any of the houses I've been in, but they figured out how to do it, and the technology was used in private houses as well.
Are you ready to go see Gypsy Girl?
Let's go see the Gypsy Girl. Smaller than I thought it was gonna be.
It's like the Mona Lisa, so much smaller.
Yeah, but there's no way you get Mona Lisa to yourself like this.
So they make it so much more epic by having you have to go through like this black lit up maze, and then you get into the room and it's just blackness everywhere and one light on the Gypsy Girl mosaic at the end. Totally an atmosphere to make you excited and pumped up to see it. So we figured out why it's called the Mona Lisa of Asia. This came before the Mona Lisa, but it's done in the same style. So her face is turned like 3/4, and then her eyes are straight on. So that's what gives it that cool like illusion when you're like walking past it. It looks like the eyes are kind of following you, which was rediscovered in the Renaissance, and Leonardo da Vinci did that with Mona Lisa. What's so crazy is that focal point that everyone wants to come and see is actually such a small part of what would have been a huge mosaic. Apparently art thieves took almost all of the mosaic, and then the Gypsy Girl's face was hidden underneath a bunch of rubble, so they were able to find it and recover it.
I bet they're kicking themselves now that they didn't take Gypsy Girl. You enjoying this place?
Way more than I thought I was going to. Yev and I always say we're not huge museum people, but we love learning, and it's really cool to see all this, and we like art. It's beautiful. The security guard just told us that there's a whole nother building. We were just gonna stay here for the next half hour, but this place closes in a half hour. So we're gonna see this side real quick and then go to the other building. But they just came and took our audio guide. It's like a half hour before 4, but apparently we gotta get going. I don't know how much we're gonna get to see in this part, but that part was really cool.
We'll probably see stuff here, but we just won't understand.
Yeah, we won't understand it. It's like, just take it in.
Cool. The mirrors are cool.
So besides art thieves that would take and try to sell parts of the mosaics, the other thing that really wrecked a lot of these are, they call them historic artifact smugglers or treasure hunters, who thought underneath birds and other different like characters there would be buried treasure, and so they just smash it apart to try to see what's underneath. So sad. So interesting though. Alright, the last mosaic is from a church. It is here in Gaziantep, but it's the one that's on the floor, like in the center of the building. We have like 3 minutes.
Dirty. All right, guys, we're back right outside the shop. Let's go see if our friend's back and see how he's doing.
Door is still closed, no one inside. Hopefully he's at home, resting, feeling better. Maybe we'll walk by tomorrow, but tonight we gotta go find some food.
Gotta get some food.
Yeah, we haven't eaten since the lovely breakfast that our hotel provides for us.
Which is so big. Amy was saying that the amount of food that you get can really be split between 4 people if everyone ate everything evenly.
Yes, but there are some favorites. So some things go before other things.
Yeah, definitely.
And I actually thought maybe we'd be eating with our friend, and so didn't eat as much as I normally would at a beautiful Turkish kahvaltı. And I'm just getting hungry now, and it's like, what, 4:30?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's amazing.
This place is huge. It's like a labyrinth. You go, you look around the corner. Can you go further? No, you backtrack a little bit, take another turn, and you can just get lost here. Hardcore. But that's tourist for you. If you're a local here, you probably can navigate your way around really easy because everything's kind of sectioned off, and you know, you got your curtains and your fabrics here. You got all your like hardware stuff there. You got your kitchenware here. It's pretty organized, but I don't really know where I'm going.
Is that in?
Yeah, and we got the chai place for them.
For the workers?
Yeah.
So in Antep, there is a huge bazaar like in Istanbul, but a lot of it feels like a little more modernized, a little more new. There's different areas that are like that old style, but just like in Istanbul and Izmir, there's all of this market that is up above. And if you like walk by some stores and you see just a random door and stairs, a lot of times if you climb up those stairs, there's like other vendors that sell curtains and other things, and that's where we were just walking, not like the main bazaar on the street.
Show them the door. Go here. What's up there?
We walked all over the city. It is now dark. We could not find another kebab place that looked as tasty as the place that we found on our first night when we first got in. we decided to come back. So you get to pick whatever kind of meat you'd like, and then they cook it for you fresh out on the barbecue outside. Everything's outside because you can't sit inside. But you do get to top your kebab sandwich with a bunch of different fresh looking vegetables and things like that, and then you just eat out near the Gaziantep street sign.
Yeah, it's the thing that like makes this one so good from what we can tell is just like the toppings. They just look so fresh and so like vibrant, and there's a lot of options.
So he is cooking our meat up now, and I'm super excited, and maybe we'll get a little dessert before we head back.
Maybe. Oh, that's a good idea.
Gotta have dessert. In the land of pistachios, you gotta have dessert. We got our sandwiches. Super colorful. I don't even know if you can call it a sandwich. Kebab, wrap situation. It's so delicious. Hanging out by the Gaziantep sign because there's no other tables, but the tea works pretty good.
Come on.
Beautiful. We just finished up our kebabs. They were so good, so moist, so tasty. It was delicious. And then they came over and asked us if we wanted some tea, which traditionally in the restaurant, a lot of places you get tea for free. And so they're carrying it on, even during COVID restrictions, giving you some free tea, which is super helpful because it is freezing outside now.
Yeah, and it helps with like digestion too.
Yes, it does help with digestion as well, but I am much more in this for the heat element.
It's just fun hanging out with the people, you know, that are making the food. Kind of feel a little more present.
A little more local. I love it.
A little more local, yeah. Dessert time?
Dessert time!
Let's do it.
Better?
This stuff is so good. Delicious pistachio. Little taste test.
We already knew that tasted good, but that little taste test after we bought it was so good.
It's so good.
That tastes amazing. I can't wait to get home and eat all of it.
What does it say? Isim?
Isim bul something.
Isim.
Biluria.
Biluria. Isim biluria.
It's on the video.
It's on the video.
Yeah.
Isim.
We're in the Zeugma.
Zeugma.
All right, we should probably again. All right, guys, we are in the Zeugma Mosaic Museum. Oh, mask malfunction.
Take 3.
We got to listen to get. How crazy am I sometimes? What is in the kaimak?
I don't know, but I am gonna say we're gonna go try to find some. Oh, are we gonna do the soup or are we gonna do kebab?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Speaking of tomorrow, you're not going to want to miss our last video in this Gaziantep series. We explore the famous castle, try pistachio coffee, and hang out with another local and learn all about how they make their beautiful copper goods.
This is a school, a copper making school. So these are all students.
Chalk is out.
Yeah.
Oh, my hand. Wow.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel because you're not going to want to miss all the adventures to come.
I don't think Yev is getting a job making copper anytime soon. Turned into quite an adventure today.